I can see you click-tapped or fapped your way into this video. I'm sure glad you did. But first, a quick disclaimer and warning before this video starts that some of this awesome non-canon, non-profit, unofficial, potential spoiler-filled fan parody content that you're about to witness may be too inappropriate for some viewers, and not intended for children. Either way, I suggest you delete your browsing history. This channel is not intended for commercial use and solely made for fun. I should also say that this channel and any content created on it is not funded by, authorized, affiliated, or in any way connected to Marvel, Marvel Studios, Disney, or Ryan Reynolds. Aside from my utmost respect, love, and admiration for the utmost conglomerates of joy and innovation. Please don't sue me. Enjoy! I have not been back here in years. My lucky sock! I didn't know you were in this timeline. Oh, I've missed you. Oh. Oh. Save that for later. Welcome back to me traumatizing my mother. I'm your host, Nipple Twister Master Fun. Friendship is an important connection most humans require to feel whole. It's a non-blood relationship, depending on how kinky you are, built with strangers that forms an intimate bond between souls that's absolutely decimated when Stephanie ignores your calls as she's tongue deep in a closeted football player at Caleb's pool party. But worry not. High school is only a minute tumor of our lives, perpetually implanted into our amygdala, feeding on our fears and insecurities like a mini byproduct of Regina George and Biff from Back to the Future, pushing us forth to develop honest, supportive, and most importantly, healthy friendships that keeps the fire in our hearts lit, and Stephanie in the everlasting pit of darkness she calls home goods. And of course, to all of my friends watching, well, we had a good run. The most powerful and anticipated Marvel friendship / crossover, long awaited to be brought to the big screen, is of course between our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and the merc with a mouth, Toolpool, Deadpool. Web Shooter and Web Shooter have a soulful bond many other characters in the Marvel Universe don't share. One might even call these two heartmates, or in my imagining of the two coming together, shardmates. Shall I explain? Now we all know these two are going to cross paths at some point in the MCU. Berg apparently signed the biggest contract in Marvel history, and will be making hopefully just the right amount of appearances in MCU movies. Don't fuck this up, Fug Guy. Of course, we all know Tommy could be joining his legal extension from another dimension in Toby. And with Marvel now teasing this shock show coming back, turning him into a literal and figurative version of Blue Balls for us fanboys, gals, and thems, I think it's safe to say we may all finally experience our first threesome. Go nerds! Some fans might think Andrew still has beef with Marvel and, you know, things might feel a bit awkward with his presence in a Spider-Verse movie. But for realios, I think he'd snap right in. You know what's coming. Ugh, that's music to my ears. They should just play that on repeat in the oddly satisfying tab on Snapchat. Like an accordion at a mob meet. I mean, she is dead. Peter, if it makes you feel any better after that, so is your real-life relationship with her. And Dane's career. Sorry, that was Dick. I'm not good with grieving or anything really. I'm just saying crude things to lure the misunderstood misfits of the world who think they appreciate that type of humor in, and make them feel like it's okay to push the boundaries of what is and isn't okay to say. Developing this relatable sensibility through a bottomless void of confangled spirit. When in reality, I don't care for them nearly as much as I do for myself. This is just a ploy to capitalize on their weakened emotional states, bringing in their validation and, eventually, their money. So I can feel more normal for my crude faults I feel are okay to say through a character I don't even have permission to say them through. When really, it's not. Or are they? Comment down below. I'm Sarah McCaughlan. For only one like a day, you can provide a content creator with the validation needed to feel like they're cooler and more important than those around them. Remember, high school never ends. The popularity contest keeps going thanks to social media's tenacious connection to the weak-spirited, causing a reluctant stupor in exchange for pseudo-acceptance. I need to go to therapy. Each like fills that creator's bowl of despair for 10 seconds at best, with a sense of half-hearted purpose. Did you really like it, or do you feel bad for me? So Mark from your 11th grade tech class is now a successful real estate broker with a hot wife and a side piece named George. If you donate now, you will be guaranteed nothing but seconds taken away from your life that could have been more beneficial to your well-being than feeding another's untreated addiction for validity and purpose. We made Key-Racks together. All it takes is a swift act of your flexor digitorum profundus to take seconds from your life and provide fleeting serotonin to mine. Call 555-CASTRATE-GEORGE to donate. Not gonna lie, kinda feel like an ASPCA parody is too easy. I'm sure someone's definitely done a similar bit to what I just did, which makes me lesser. But who am I kidding? I just wanted to act like a dog for 2 minutes because I'm weird like that. I'm the best boy. So now that Sylvie spear-chested the multiverse, see you soon. Deadpool's now MCU canon. Yay. The Spider-Verse movie happens. Maybe Deadpool makes a quick appearance. Could be a cameo, could be legal action against 3 Spideys for stealing his likeness. But we'll just go with he messes things up even worse than they already were. That movie gets all wrapped up and now sets up the perfect dynamic for MCU Spidey to know who Deadpool is and clearly not be the biggest fan of him. At the moment, Peter's still in high school, maybe graduated by now. Maybe they have another film or two with Spidey in it. And maybe he has a few more minor run-ins with Deadpool before his team-up movie provides so much awesomeness it rips the bindings of our own reality, dragging us nerds from the theater into an interdimensional freefall, docking us splash down in the actual Spider-Verse, bringing our dreams of escapist fantasies to a literal reality, providing us with the exciting life we wish we had. You know, I tried to get that all in one take, but it was just too fucking hard. Not nearly as good as Mr. Reynolds. Now the MPAA better close their Temple of Doom, because I'm about to make them more excited than Richard Gere watching Stuart Little. Here's the hook, line, and sphincter. This Spider-Man Deadpool team-up film will be R-rated. Squeak, squeak. Now I know exactly what you 40-year-old fanmans are thinking. Well, Marvel would never allow Spider-Man/Peter Parker in an R-rated movie with Deadpool. It could never work. You're an idiot. Kill yourself, Beta-Pool. You know that was a spot-on impression. Don't be scared of the accuracy, Michael. But yes, you angry little fan-man. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Marvel's perfect man-boy benefactito, in an R-rated team-up film with Deadpool. Of course I'm gonna answer all of your questions of how and why an R-rated Spider-Man DP Buddy Cop team-up extravaganza would work. But I'll get back to that after a word from our non-sponsor. Have you ever been proud of your ancestors? I sure haven't. Has WebMD given you a worse answer than Apocalypse? Do you sometimes imagine your sexual partner is Gary Busey and it actually turns out being Gary Busey? Well, if you're scared of being a white man in Hollywood with the disease of Busey's, then you should try Aviation Gin. Aviation Gin puts the me in Busey. Let's be real, making one of Peter's years in high school R-rated with the twist of Deadpool just wouldn't work nor make sense with the tone and pace his coming-of-age story is going. Yes, Sony and Marvel have done a great job paralleling the truth and reality of Gen Z lifestyles in our everyday world. Potential LGBTQIA characters, talking about porn, and you're telling me this character couldn't be a subtle metaphor for a sex offender? Come on, he looks like the type of guy that unironically goes 4 pages deep in a Google search. The way they make his high school life so grounded and borderline edgy is helping lead into an era of Peter's life we've only seen glazed over with the superficial facade of equations and disappointed William H. Macy doppelgangers. I don't know why I get them so confused. Peter still has a lot of growing to do in his high school years, but the only way a Spidey Deadpool R-rated team-up film would work in the near future is if it took place during Peter's years in college. Boom. Real college. Real college. Even the most pure and responsible of humans are put to the test when they're in college. Young adults are easily influenced. Here, I'll prove it. Try and think of one child star who went off the rails in their adolescence due to negative societal influences named Bella. See? The fact that you thought it went so easily only proves more the essential dynamic between a bad influence like Deadpool and a vulnerable coming-of-age Spider-Man, who just got his heart ripped out by MJ. That's right. Zendaya's gonna Zen dump his spandy ass. Okay, so for those of you who haven't graduated from high school yet, there's this amazing phenomenon that happens to couples that I like to call suck it fuckers. It's when the dreamlike romance you blossom together in your hometown bubble is put to the ultimate test when you both realize you're not gonna go to the same college. Oh no! Shit goes from I'm flying Jack to come back real quick. Ergo, Peter and MJ. Zendaya's take on MJ doesn't sugarcoat things. She's blunt and straight to the point. A true queen. Maybe she got into a school in a different state, or just understands the reality of college and knows exactly what happens to most couples, therefore pulling the trigger. Jesus Christ, that fucking hurt. Fucking stupid PNGs, stupid shit. Maybe she wants Peter to have the time to find himself cause it would be healthy for their relationship, therefore leaving Peter single, vulnerable, confused, and angry as he enters college, only to be paired together with the newest Avenger, Toolpool, Deadpool. And from there, well, that's where the fun begins. Think Project X meets 22 Jump Street meets the MCU. What a better way to ante up in his coming-of-age narrative than to pair him with the most influential character in their universe. And maybe even mine. The way this would all come to fruition is when Peter's away at college, he's forced to watch over Deadpool and make sure he's not up to no good, breaking any rules as a new member of the Avengers. Ergo murder! Or maybe that's too soon for him to be in the Avengers? I don't know, I'm fucking trying here. Do you want your video or not? However, there will be conflicting villains to develop their relationship. Maybe Mysterio, Kraven, Chris Pratt's underlying political fantasies, who knows? Hey, I'm a white dude in Deadpool cosplay. I'm sure you can make the same tasteless assumption about me. Connive till you die, baby. Whose side am I on? I hate confrontation. I'm pushing for Deadpool to save Mysterio like he did in the comics, via mouth-to-mouth. And wouldn't we all love a live-action Reynolds Gyllenhaal Sandlot reenactment? As the only reason I'm including this plot point, who doesn't love some bromo-erotic celebrity tension? From here on out, it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I mean, they should really paint a picture of college here. Basement fraternity parties, fuckboy wannabe DJs, white girls saying the N-word while Drake's The Motto plays. That's at least what I saw it as we go. I don't know what college you went to, but I seem to be falling more into the white male stereotype. Anyone got some boat shoes and a finger from my butt? Peter is lost without MJ while attending Empire State University in New York City, which he also attends in the comics. And if you don't read the comics, then go fuck yourself. My god, my knowledge of the MCU is so broad. This school has had other super alumni attend, such as Victor Von Doom, the Human Torch, and most significantly, Emma Frost. If you've ever read a Spidey comic, you'd know Peter Parker's had a good amount of fun-ins with beautiful women. If you know what I mean. The kid slays. In Marvel Adventures Spider-Man, he's acquainted with two specific women, Emma Frost and her friend Chat. Chat has a crush on Peter, and is probably the better fit. Isn't that how it always goes? But Peter wants that good pussy with consent when Emma falls into her ways and goes after Peter knowing Chat likes him. Toxic friendship goals. Bet Emma loves home goods. You see what I did there? It was a callback to my opening monologue. Yeah, just brought that shit back. Damn, I'm so clever. Emma has the perfect harsh personality to fit into this R-rated film when meeting Peter in college. Let's be honest, the everyday college experience isn't awkward hugs and quickly looking away after gazing at your crush for just a second too long. I mean, that's definitely present, but with more hormonal tension between both parties. And Adderall. Onianto was, well, I'm rock hard thinking about it. There are many challenges Peter could face that would be unexpected for Marvel to put him up against. Being peer pressured into doing drugs, missing class, not because he's lazy, but because he's partying too much. I mean, hey, this movie is hypothetically R-rated. Maybe he and Emma can get freaky in the sheets and have to deal with the repercussions of a little broken something. Now, I don't see Marvel tackling that issue, but I will say Plan B, in my eyes, is a lifesaver. Can't wait to read about that one in the comments. They could do all this, make it PG-13, and we'd still nerd out. The Spidey Pool comic run was more on the PG-13 side, but most of my pages still stuck together. It would be absolutely bold of Marvel to bring Spider-Man into the domain of R-rated unrighteousness. An R-rated Spidey-Deadpool team-up as Peter learns to grow and face the true seductions that society begins to present all of us in college? That'd make $10 trillion. It needs a couple tweaks, but so do my career choices. Aren't quotes from your father great for your mental health? And come on, who wouldn't want to see the dance of Spidey Pool be brought to life at a college party or nightclub Deadpool brings him out to? These are like if our dreams had dreams, and those dreams had dreams, and then all those dreams broke out into a choreographed dance routine consummated with a slow-mo Dirty Dancing pose to Dance the Night Away by Van Halen, R.I.P. The epicness of that moment would make even Jack Nicholson splooge his pants. And he's been impotent since the Polanski scandal. Plus, we all know Tom Holland has a background in the art of dance, and isn't afraid to express himself in the best ways possible, making up for previous atrocities. This is a moment that needs to happen. A moment of pure bliss and spontaneity between the two that helps them develop their bromance and make all of us feel some type of way, as everything begins to spiral out of control directly after. And Dance the Night Away is the perfect song choice for the high point in their relationship.
TP.
What?
Sandler already used Dance the Night Away, and that's my...
Can't wait to see that come to life. Don't worry. We got him from the Mission Impossible set. He'll be fine.
Fuck.
Shit. Most would think Spidey and Deadpool's conflicting personas could be one of the main conflicts in the film, but every reluctant buddy cop film needs a true big bad villain to force them to resolve their differences and team up. And that big bad, of course, is Mephisto. Yeah, that's right. Mephisto. We're doing it. It's gonna happen. I'm sticking with it. Sticking with my guns here. He's gonna show up. He's showing up. Yes, he's showing up. Mephisto. Mephisto has been plotting this entire time to push Peter into a downward spiral by causing MJ to dump him and hiring Deadpool to be a poor influence on Spidey, pushing him further into Emma's cocaine-covered biddies. Wait, what? Did I really write that? Oh my god. That's kind of misogynistic. I'm like, what the? Really? Oh, okay, no, I put man, I need to lose my virginity afterwards. So I was probably thinking that that was going to counteract me being a little bit misogynistic, which, yeah, no, in the grand scheme of things, that looks really bad. Okay, well, sorry to women. No, it'll be all right. I'm pretty sure Geeks and Gamers are hiring, so I'll be fine. Spoiler alert, but these are roughly similar plot points to their comic run. You should go read it yourself, it's fantastic. You know, I could go into further depth for that run, but I've been writing the script for about 8 hours now, and my friends just texted me to play Fortnite. Yes, I do actually have them. You should feel guilty for thinking otherwise. Maybe I'm more like Peter and you're more like Deadpool. Obviously Deadpool would save the day. And as we all know, Deadpool is the perfect moral support for Spidey in his most dire times of need. Funny enough, I was actually there for Spidey in his most dire time of need. Ever. 2007.
You doing?
Hello.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Hey,
How's the vacation?
good.
Good.
Hey, I'll tell your mother you're down here.
Sounds good.
He's down there.
Actually, it's great because the people here in Japan have always welcomed these Spider-Man films. You see these kids, they're all dressed up in Spider-Man outfits. They're all behind the story and the characters.
2007, wow, this has been a year. Barry Bonds is on a roll, not one deadly pandemic in sight. I mean, this is, you know, tonight just feels like there's some special type of magic in the air. I'm so honored to be here and see all these stars out. You know, it's just a really, really cool night. I'm pretty sure Harvey's gonna be here in a few hours. Don't worry, I'm gonna kick him in the nuts, guys. I'll be fine.
There and use our experience to try to make a better film. And I think, you know, the technology and the way we do the stunts has advanced.
Shout out to my prepubescent tubers. Tyrone Magnus, those CGI crew dudes, I forget their name. Hollywood.com TV, of course. I hope you guys are cool if you're using this clip. Oh, you are? Okay, cool. The Real Rejects, you guys are the charisma that holds this community together. You know, I don't watch you enough to know if you're diddling each other, but either way, I ship it no matter what. Oh, damn, 2007, look at me, Marvel, I'm an agent of change.
The first two films, Harry broods a lot, and finally he gets to act on his feelings and really go after.
You know, I'm just doing my part to be here for what hopefully won't be the downfall of a beautiful franchise. You know, everyone out here is having such a great time. I really can't imagine anything that's going to go wrong that'll put a damper on the mood or anyone's long-term career.
Oh, come on, are you kidding me? Did you just ask us what makes this one more special than the other two?
I think you're talking to the special.
Oh shit, suck it, Topher. You know, I've been dancing all evening and nothing will make me want to stop. Such a good dancer. Bet you rejects are reacting to my video right now. Enjoy that awkward tension, boys. I love you. Moving forward, Mephisto is defeated as they don't resolve it with your normal ass-kicking. Maybe their connection through dance helps them defeat their enemy. Or a solution much more clever and original than something they've already done in Guardians of the Galaxy. As the film comes to a close, Peter realizes he's going down a road that's changing him for the worse. This wrong direction, led by the sadness and pain he's faced by losing MJ, teaches him that this lifestyle is not who he is or what he wants. So perfect. He understands that Deadpool is a bad influence on him, but a necessary evil to challenge his moral compass, as a hero and human in his experimental phase. As for Deadpool, he had a little too much fun with the college kids post the dance of Spidey Pool, and he begins to realize that he himself needs to mature more. What an underlying message. You know, I sure hope this film gets made. If it did, and it was also R-rated, it would be the biggest thing to happen in cinema since Moment by Moment. It would be beautiful and awesome, and to be honest, the pinnacle of comic book and cinematic medium's artistic expressions coming together as one. Yeah, and Martin Scorsese doesn't like superhero movies and thinks they're not cinema. Marty, have you seen The Irishman? Oh wow, white guy gangsters double-crossing each other. You really brought out the big guns in your home stretch here, huh, bud? I'm not even going to hint at how meta they can get with this movie. And in doing so, I'm going to hint at how meta they can get with this movie. If you read this run, you'll see how they could take it to a whole new level of this is all a simulation. There are a lot of messages this powwow could influence on young adults, friends, and most importantly, Stephanie's. Young adults need to be aware of what is influencing them at a young age. They need to be responsible for what they spend their time doing and what information they find to be true no matter what they find on the web. It can't be stopped. And in some cases, should be monitored by an adult, especially if they're being influenced by a man in a red leather suit. Friends, on the other hand, need to be there for one another despite their differences or beliefs. Because at the end of the day, everyone just wants to let loose and Johnny Castle their baby. And as for Stephanie's, well, fuck you, Stephanie. Not bad for a first video, huh? I mean, the prime utilization of coil thematic connections between friendship and having a soul really came full circle. Not perfect, but I'll get there. What the fuck was that? You're still here. It's over. Go home. Oh, you're probably thinking, wow, this guy can't even come up with his own clever outro and is forced to take bits from the movie to get you to like, subscribe, share, and watch another perfectly structured video. Well, this is YouTube. What are you expecting? Zayn Hijazi to show up with a new hairline and a Bumblebee Halloween costume? Go, subscribe. Go, go.